All India Radio presents Morning News. Good morning, I'm Sanjay Mattu. The headlines. Defence Minister Rajnath Singh to receive first of 36 Rafale aircraft at Bordeaux, France today to hold talks with French President Emmanuel Macron. Restrictions on movement of tourists in Jammu and Kashmir to be lifted from Thursday. Political activities gain momentum for assembly elections in Maharashtra and Haryana. Leaders of various parties to hold rallies. Government launches Ganga Aamantran Abhiyan, a month-long exploratory open water rafting expedition. Vijayadashmi to be celebrated across the country today. President, Vice President and Prime Minister greet people on the occasion. And Manju Rani enters quarterfinals of World Women's Boxing Championships in Russia. Defence Minister Rajnath Singh will meet French President Emmanuel Macron in Paris today and receive the first of the 36 Rafale aircraft in the French port city of Bordeaux. He'll also perform Shastra Puja on the occasion of the Sehra and take a sortie in the fighter jet. Mr. Singh tweeted after his arrival in Paris yesterday that France is India's most important strategic partner and the special relationship goes far beyond the realm of formal ties. His visit to France is aimed at expanding the existing strategic partnership between both the countries. After his talks with President Macron at the Élysée Palace in the French capital, Mr. Singh will be flown to Mérignac, a suburb of the southwestern French town of Bordeaux, where he'll participate in the official handover ceremony for the first Rafale combat jet acquired by the Indian Air Force. The ceremony coincides with the foundation day of the Indian Air Force as well as the Vijayadashmi day when the Sehra is celebrated. India had ordered 36 Rafale fighter jets from France in a deal worth 59,000 crore rupees in September 2016. While the formal handover ceremony takes place this week, the first batch of 4 Rafale jets will fly to their home base in India by May 2020. All 36 jets are expected to arrive in India by September 2022. Air Force Day is being celebrated today, marking the 87th anniversary of the Indian Air Force. IAF is the 4th largest air force in the world after the US, China and Russia. The IAF has over 60 air bases all over India. The Hindon Air Force Station of the Indian Air Force is the largest in Asia and the 8th largest in the world. Its motto, Nabha Sparsham Deeptam, meaning touch the sky with glory, is taken from the 11th chapter of the Bhagavad Gita. During its Rahat mission in Uttarakhand flash floods, IAF made a world record in aviation by rescuing almost 20,000 civilians. Prime Minister Narendra Modi said in a tweet today, a proud nation expresses gratitude to our air warriors and their families. Political activities gain momentum for assembly elections in Maharashtra. The elections will be held on the 21st of October. According to the final list announced by the Election Commission, after the end of withdrawal date yesterday, there are a total of 3,239 candidates in the fray. On the last day for withdrawal, 1,504 candidates withdrew their nomination papers. Our Mumbai correspondent has more details.
From BJP President Amit Shah to NCP Chief Sharad Pawar, the bigwigs of almost all parties who have thrown their hat in the poll fray will begin their campaigns. While Shah will address his first election rally in the state at Bhagwan Bhaktigad in Marathwada district for party nominee Pankaja Munde, NCP Patriarch Sharad Pawar will address election rallies in North Maharashtra and Vidarbha. One of the major attractions of the day will be the annual Dasera conclave of Shiv Sena, where its President Uddhav Thackeray will address the gathering at the famous Shivaji Park grounds in Mumbai. Campaigning will further gain momentum after Prime Minister Narendra Modi will kick off his campaign with a rally in Jalgaon on the 13th of October, followed by a second public meeting at Sakoli in Bhandara district of Vidarbha the same day. Kunal Shinde, AIR News, Mumbai.
In Haryana, a total of 1,168 candidates are now in the fray for 90 assembly seats after the deadline for withdrawal of nominations by candidates. Joint Chief Electoral Officer Dr. Inderjeet yesterday said in Chandigarh that the Election Commission has also allotted election symbols to various political parties contesting the assembly polls in the state. The elections are scheduled to be held on the 21st of October. In Uttar Pradesh, Congress MLA from Tamkuhiraj constituency in Kushinagar, Ajay Kumar Lallu has been appointed the party's state unit president, replacing Raj Babbar. According to a press release issued in Lucknow, Aradhana Mishra Mona, daughter of senior party leader Pramod Tiwari, has been appointed as leader of the legislative party in place of Mr. Lallu. Names of 4 vice presidents, 12 general secretaries and 24 secretaries have also been announced by the party. The Jammu and Kashmir Home Department's advisory asking tourists to leave the valley due to a terror threat will be lifted from the 10th of this month. The advisory was issued on August 2. This decision was taken in a security review meeting held under the chairmanship of Governor Satyapal Malik in Srinagar yesterday. An official spokesman said that for the past 6 weeks, all the security restrictions have been removed in most parts of Jammu and Kashmir. The governor was also briefed about the BDC elections in the meeting. Union Human Resource Development Minister Ramesh Pokhriyal Nishank yesterday laid the foundation stone of the campus of the Indian Institute of Management in Amritsar's Manawala. Speaking on the occasion, he said the IIM campus would come up on 60,000 square meters and have state-of-the-art facilities in the library, academic block and hostels. He said an allocation of 350 crore rupees has been sanctioned for the first phase of the construction, while an additional amount of 250 crore rupees would be allocated for the project. For quick news updates, follow us on Twitter at AIR News Alerts and on our News on AIR app. Jal Shakti Minister Gajendra Singh Shekhawat yesterday launched a unique initiative called Ganga Aamantran to connect with the stakeholders of the river. It is a pioneering exploratory open water rafting and kayaking expedition on the Ganga River to begin on the coming Thursday and will continue till the 11th of next month. The expedition will start at Devprayag and culminate at Ganga Sagar, covering the entire stretch of over 25,000 kilometers of the river. A report.
The expedition will encompass the 5 Ganga Basin states, Uttarakhand, Uttar Pradesh, Jharkhand, Bihar and West Bengal, with stops at Rishikesh, Haridwar, Kanpur, Allahabad, Varanasi, Patna, Sonpur and Kolkata. The 9-member expedition consists of 3 members from Indian Armed Forces, 2 members of NDRF and 2 members each from Wildlife Institute of India and CSIR, Indian Institute of Toxicology Research. The members of the team will organize mass cleaning drives, interact with students and further the message of river conservation. This is Aarti Rana for AIR News.
Health and Family Welfare Minister Dr. Harshvardhan has launched the e-Dant Seva website and mobile application, the first ever national digital platform on oral health information and knowledge dissemination. This marks an important milestone as it reaches out to more than 1 billion people with one click. In his address at the inauguration event, Dr. Harshvardhan said oral health is indispensable for the well-being and quality of life. He said dental caries and cavities and periodontal disease remain the 2 most prevalent dental diseases among the Indian population. He said dental infections have a potential for serious disease infections. The Enforcement Directorate has attached immovable and movable properties of 1,489 crore rupees in the case of embezzlement of public deposits by the Adarsh Credit Cooperative Society Limited. The attached properties include land, buildings and fixed deposits and the balance in various bank accounts belonging to the Adarsh Group of Mukesh Modi, Virendra Modi and his family, the Riddhi Siddhi Group of Mahendra Tak and Saurabh Tak, and properties of other accused. The attached properties are situated in Rajasthan, Haryana, New Delhi, Gujarat, Maharashtra and Uttar Pradesh. The National Investigation Agency has arrested a militant of the NSCN-IM group in connection with the killing of Arunachal Pradesh MLA Tirong Abo. An official spokesman said 37-year-old Eli Kitok was arrested from Nagaland's Dimapur by a joint team of the Terror Probe Agency and the Army. The NIA had earlier arrested 5 persons in this case. The Nationalist People's Party MLA Abo, his son and 9 others were killed when suspected NSCN-IM militants opened fire at their vehicles near the 12-mile area in Tirap district on the 21st of May. Vijayadashmi, also known as Dussehra, will be celebrated across the country today. The festival is celebrated to remember Lord Ram's victory over Ravan, marking the triumph of good over evil. The day also marks the culmination of Navratri and Durga Puja. In Uttar Pradesh, Dussehra will be celebrated with traditional fervour and joy. A report.
होगी जय है पुरुषोत्तम नवीन कह महाशक्ति राम के वदन में हुई लीन. The couplet written by Hindi poet Suryakant Tripathi Nirala aptly expresses the festive fervor of people across the state who, after worshipping goddess of power Devi Durga, will today celebrate Dashahra, the triumph of good over evil. In Varanasi, festivities reached its crescendo at famous Ramnagar Ramlila, where Lord Rama vanquished the king Ravana yesterday only. The grand procession of Maharaja of Varanasi, Anant Narayan Singh, also started from Ramnagar Fort after Shastra Puja and roamed around the city. A directive has been issued that no power cuts will happen from Dashahra to Diwali in state, even in villages, and whole state will get 24 hours power supply. Sushil Chandra Tiwari, AIR News, Lucknow.
President Rajnath Singh, Vice President M. Venkaiah Naidu and Prime Minister Narendra Modi have greeted the people on the occasion of Dashahra. In Maharashtra, the 63rd Dhammachakra Pravartan Din will be celebrated today at Diksha Bhumi in Nagpur. Buddhist followers from different parts of the country and abroad are reaching the venue to pay homage to the architect of the Indian Constitution, Dr. Baba Saheb Ambedkar, at Diksha Bhumi. Thousands of followers had embraced Buddhism under the leadership of Dr. Ambedkar at Diksha Bhumi in Nagpur on the 14th of October in 1956, the Vijayadashmi day. In international news, United States President Donald Trump has threatened to destroy Turkey's economy if Turkey goes off limits on Syria. The statement came hours after he announced the withdrawal of U.S. troops from Syria's northern border. Mr. Trump defended his decision yesterday, saying that the United States has done its part and now it's time for other regional players to play their part. 3 European countries, Britain, France and Germany, have called for a closed-door Security Council meeting today to discuss North Korea's test last week of a sea-launched missile, saying it was a serious violation of United Nations resolutions. On the other hand, North Korea has warned that it would not sit idle if any attempt is made at the UN Security Council to raise the subject of its self-defensive measures, an apparent reference to its recent missile tests. In World Women's Boxing Championships, 6-time world champion Mary Kom will start her campaign today against Thailand's Juthamas Jitpong in the 51-kilogram category after a comprehensive victory in the last 16 stage at Ulan-Ude in Russia. The third-seeded Indian had a bye in the first round. Yesterday, India's Manju Rani advanced to the quarterfinals in the 48-kilogram category after a comprehensive victory in Russia. She will next face last edition's bronze medalist and top seed Kim Hyang-mi of South Korea on Thursday. And now for a look at today's newspapers, it's over to Sunil Verma.
Thank you, Sanjay. The Supreme Court order on the cutting of trees in RA colony in Mumbai gets top billing in most papers. SC halts felling of RA trees. Government says 98% already cut, reports the Hindustan Times. The release of 3 Indian engineers held captive by the Taliban is prominently noticed on the front pages of newspapers. The Indian Express writes, Taliban free 3 Indian hostages in exchange for 11 of its leaders. On the fresh guidelines issued regarding the SPG cover for the Gandhi family, the Pioneer reports, Centre tweaks security rules, makes it mandatory for Gandhis to submit details when abroad. The Times of India reports Telangana Chief Minister K. Chandrasekhar Rao is saying 48,000 transport employees on strike are self-dismissed. And finally, on the Nobel Awards, the Asian Age states Medicine Nobel goes to research on how cells adapt to oxygen. With that, it's back to you, Sanjay.
Thank you, Sunil. And now, before we end the bulletin, the headlines once again. Defence Minister Rajnath Singh to receive first of 36 Rafale aircraft at Bordeaux, France today to hold talks with French President Emmanuel Macron. Restrictions on movement of tourists in Jammu and Kashmir to be lifted from Thursday. Political activities gain momentum for assembly elections in Maharashtra and Haryana. Leaders of various parties to hold rallies. Government launches Ganga Aamantran Abhiyan, a month-long exploratory open water rafting expedition. Vijayadashmi to be celebrated across the country today. President, Vice President and Prime Minister greet people on the occasion. And Manju Rani enters quarterfinals of World Women's Boxing Championships in Russia. And with that, we end the morning news. Have a nice day.